Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. We're back. Sipple, Parker, Lincoln Journal-Star, HuskerExtra.com. 2-minute drill. Sipple, today we're talking about offense. You had an interesting conversation with Sean Beckton about sort of the inconsistency of the offense. And it's really been, it was especially against Purdue. There's been this sort of permeating thing through the whole year where they make big plays, they'll hit a big play, they'll go on runs where they score a couple possessions in a row. And then there's also a lapse where something goes wrong, something sort of inexplicable happens. On Saturday against Purdue, it was turnovers, right? 4 interceptions. Adrian Martinez, hard to make a living when you do that. So what did Sean Beckton say about the offensive game?
Well, I mean, it was really interesting listening to him, and that's essentially what he said, that those lapses are occurring too often. It's across the board. It could be a running back that hits the hole the wrong way, an offensive lineman that takes a wrong step, and those things add up, and they tend to hold you back. And he did say that, he says, you watch practice, and there's times where the coaching staff is in awe of what he's doing, but it doesn't always translate. It doesn't, like against Purdue, it didn't. Adrian had lapses. So that's kind of where they're at. And Park, let's face it, there are teams talented enough to overcome those things.
Yeah.
And Nebraska just doesn't have the talent to overcome them. They really have to hit on all cylinders.
It's interesting. There are two moments, and Scott Frost actually talked about both of them yesterday in that Purdue game that I think really stick out in exactly what you're saying. One was he said he got on Adrian for stepping out of bounds on a third down run where he thought he needed to put his shoulder down and get a first down.
Get that extra half yard.
The other one, which isn't just about the quarterback, is they had a first down run to the Purdue 35 or so that came back because of a holding call pretty far behind the play on Matt Sichterman, and then the next snap on 2nd and 20 or something instead of 1st and 10 was a pick six.
Yep.
So that's the sort of thing where it's not just that Adrian made a bad decision. He didn't see a linebacker, he threw it right to him and the guy ran it back for a touchdown. But before that, they're in great shape. Scoring range comes back because of a penalty on an offensive lineman who's been starting all year. And suddenly you're behind the sticks, then you make the big mistake, and it all just sort of it's a lapse, right? And it's more than one player making a mistake.
Yeah, and he said it's across the board, and it's just hard to overcome it. But there's still time.
There's still time. They're going to have to not have many lapses and get a lot of stuff done offensively, probably to hang with Ohio State. On Saturday, Ohio State's averaging 49 points a game. So if you're going to beat them, you're going to have to score, and you're going to have to do it in multiple ways. Big plays, drives that take some time off the clock. Big challenge, obviously, all the way around for Nebraska on Saturday against the Buckeyes. We'll cover it the whole way. For Sipple and Parker, thanks for watching.